Les day. Ojalá que todos estén en la casa con familia, guys. We are starting our show today. We have a lot of new people that have joined us, new followers, new subscribers, and which is great, guys. Our I guess our following base is growing, and we're gonna discuss what is the purpose of us being here and what has brought us together. We have a lot of things in common, and that's why we're here as a family, right? And we continue to reach out to different people that are going through hard times as well. It's not only about exposing an individual. We are a platform where we help the community, we serve the community. We just helped out an individual a couple of days ago, and it's a blessing because it does not only come from me, but it comes from you all. You all have made a person like me grow into a better person, right? Hello to everybody that's here. Vanessa, RJ, hola guys, hola. A todos los que están aquí, guys. Empezamos el show hoy a las 9 de la noche, guys. And I'm asking you all to do me a favor and share this show. It's very important to share this one because we're going to break things down. I know last night we went over everything, guys, but there's things that we have to really discuss, and there's things that we have to really focus on. I know that Frank called the show and he gave us his point of view and his opinion, how she became like their enemies or whatnot. But I'm going to give you my side of the story. And obviously she went out there, played the role as a victim, and she cried wolf and tried to portray that she's innocent of everything. And it doesn't work like that. It's never going to work like that. There's always two sides of the stories. And you wrote everybody's names on the board, but you forgot to write your own fucking name on the board. Let me tell you that. Because if you learn how to keep your mouth shut and you learn how to respect, people would not be trashing you. You can't respect. You don't know how to respect. And I'll tell you what. I confide in this lady. I confide on my suegra, Ophelia. So many things that I confide in her. The personal stuff, guys, when I opened up to her when I was going through my addiction. I opened up to her through Miss Baking Soda. I opened up to her about me being molested as a child. A lot of things that I opened up about my dad having an affair across the street. So I never knew the type of malicious person she is. Because it's still the present, guys. It's not a past tense. She still continues to be an evil person. I never thought the type of person she was, or she is, a malicious person, till I realized what she was doing to Vanessa Tijerina. Yes, Vanessa Tijerina and I, we had our differences, like anybody else would have their differences. But we put them aside. We grew out of it. That doesn't mean that we're friends. That doesn't mean we associate. But we put our differences aside because there's a point where you say, you know what, enough is enough, right? Well, you have to learn how to grow and you got to learn how to mature. But this stupid bitch over here, what she did, she decided to twist everything that I told her and trying to turn things around and lie that my brother was the ones who molested me. When I said her brothers were the ones that molested her was because I got a call during my live show from a family member from hers, from Washington, who called in the show that said her brothers had molested her. So that is not my fault that your family called the show. That is not my fault that you have fucking personal problems with your family. Tú sola te buscaste ese pedo. When you talk about your tias, when you talk about your own father, when you talk about your own brothers, and you do it in social media, that tells me a lot. But you don't even fucking love yourself to begin with. It is not our fault that you're living a miserable life. It is. You can't say, well, it's Rose's fault, it's Frank's fault, it's my fault, Cecilia's fault. No, it's your fucking fault. You're on a dot and you chose to live the life you're living. It's plain and simple your fault. You decided to be a hoe. You decided to be a fucking homebreaker. That is your fault, not mine. That is not my fault that no fucking man wanted you, that you have fucking 30 baby daddies. It's not my fault. You're not going to say, I forced you to sleep with all these men. Now you want to go out there and be racist and stuff like that and call out people que mojados y quién sabe qué pedo. Well, all your baby daddies son mojados también. So ¿pa qué te admiras? ¿Pa qué te admiras, see all your baby daddies are like that? She's spitting out corn, guys. She's spitting up corn. Obviously, everybody knows that if she has those recordings of my brother, she would have placed them a long time ago. Obviously, she would have done whatever she should have done. But she won't do it because there's nothing there. Same thing she said with Ana. But there was nothing there with Ana. She's always insinuating that I'm doing drugs, and we have a video with baby boy, baby doll comes into the house and saying, oh, that guy has good shit. Well, what do you mean with good shit? Base, weed, crack? What is it? What is it? Now, I think the persons who are the drug addicts are your fucking son. Kids, whatever you want to call them, men. Including your daughter, because you're not going to come tell me that that was a fucking CBD or CB, whatever the fuck gummy bear. That was a fucking Xanax bar. She popped a Xanax bar. She's a fucking pill popper. Why fucking cover up for your own fucking daughter? Pendeja tú porque le crees, mija. Pendeja tú, mamacita. Now, if we want to go into depth and we want to go in and analyze this son of a bitch, I posted her mother out there in a fucking coffin. I don't give a fuck. And I would do it again. And I would do it again. Why? Because she decided to talk shit about my mother when my mother has nothing to do with it. Me vale verga. I don't care who gets mad. And yes, I posted her lying, crying con lágrimas de cocodrilo, making a fucking scene. Oh, that her mom and her mom and her mom. Por favor, no te dolió ni el pinche hermano. Cuando se murió tu hermano, andabas pidiendo limosna para chingar a las peacocks. That's what the fuck you did. You didn't give a fuck about your brother. You didn't give a fuck about yourself either. When your mom died, you didn't give a fuck about her. You didn't care about your mother either. Se te nota en la cara la clase de mierda que eres. La clase de persona que eres, Ruka. And again, I'm not going to go come up here and say that I'm a fucking victim the way you go on your live and cry, oh, I'm a victim. I'm defending myself from all these fucking, platforms. Bitch, don't forget, bitch, that you praised me on one of your lives, on one of your YouTube live videos, calling me a fucking hero. You had a 2-hour episode calling me your fucking hero because I stood up for you and I said that it's your platform. You could do whatever you want. And of course, you could still do whatever the fuck you want. Pero muy bien que me estabas mamando la riata, perra, cuando te defendí, culera. Acuérdate, perra. Acuérdate que, oh, you're my hero y la rosada and all this stuff. Mami me la riata, culera. Oh, ya se te olvidó. Because there's receipts for that too. There's a lot of receipts. A lot of receipts. And then this is what I don't understand. You cry on your YouTube channel, oh, he contacted my brothers. Bitch, you did it first too. You contacted my brother, whether you called him or texted him, whatever the fuck you did. He told me straight out, you're a pendeja. You're a pendeja because I told him the shit you were talking about. I don't hide anything from my family. Now you're gonna say, oh, well, he doesn't do his shows inside. There's a reason why I don't do my shows inside my fucking house, and I'm gonna explain to you, to everybody that's here. I know I spoke to Frank about it. There is a reason why I don't do my shows inside my house, not because they don't know what the fuck I'm doing, because obviously my brothers support me. You have my brother Art, who was part of the show. You had my brother Fernando, who is a silent viewer here, and he won't comment, but he's here. We have my brothers and my sisters and whatnot. Everybody who knows what I do. Come on, you're not going to be able to tell me that nobody knows what the fuck I'm doing. One reason I don't do the shows inside my house is because I respect my mother. I respect my mother as a woman, como mi madre, como mi amiga, my best friend, everything. And you know why I do that? Porque I'm not going to cuss in front of my mom. I've never drank, even when I was a drug addict y todo ese pedo, never did I do it in front of my mom. Por respeto de la mujer. Algo que tú no sabes tener, ni a tu propia madre respetaste, porque la tenías como criada. Ahí te como tía Angie. Tía Angie went live que tú tenías a tu mamá como babysitter y como pinche criada. That's an embarrassment. That is an embarrassment. Una madre no es para que la tengas de criada, animal. Es para que la valores, para que la quieras, para que le des amor y cariño. That's what a mother's here for. Porque acuérdate que tu madre te trajo a este mundo. And that is why I do not do my lives inside my house. I could do them. I could do all my lives I wanted there. I have no issue. But again, there's respect towards my mother. And I'm never going to lose the respect towards her. Es casa de ella. Es casa de esa mujer. And people say, okay, well, what is he doing at his mom's house? My mom has Alzheimer's and dementia. It's not progressed like severe, but it started when she doesn't know how to put her insulin. She doesn't know how to take her meds. I'm the youngest one out of 6. Of course, I had the support of my brothers to make a decision. Come back, we'll help you out, whatnot. But I'm not like you, who's hardcore person that's gonna say, no, pues que se la lleve la verga, whatever the fuck. My mom crió 6 hijos sola. She raised 6 kids by herself. And what did I do? What did she do? Everybody has an education. Even I have an education. I, who chose the worst, I guess, path in life, but I do not regret it, because now it's a passive mind that has become my living testimony, and now my living testimony could save a life. Plain and simple, guys. So now if I put it to you this way, guys. You have my oldest brother, who is a former state judge, an attorney, my sister, who's a counselor, my brother, who's a surgical tech, my brother, who's a fashion designer, my other brother, who's a teacher, myself, who has a degree in interdisciplinary studies. What do you have? What have you done? What have you done to say, you know what, this is what I accomplished? What have your kids done? What has your kid, the hermaphrodite, done in life? You explain to me. Can't keep a job. Can't let go of the drugs. Baby boy, baby doll just busted you on one of the lies that he's a drug addict too. Everybody knows that Buffalo Bill does crack. And now you have a pill popper too. What is your living testimony is my question. What impact can you do to change someone's life? Nothing. You have nothing to offer. This is not about making money. This is not about how many views I get. This is not about who's going to send me cash up, because I haven't even monetized from YouTube. As a matter of fact, the money from May is still sitting there. The money of June is still there. The super chat is still there too. So I'm not even fucking monetizing. I'm not making money out of this. So when you try to say that I'm a scammer, that I'm a drug addict, that I'm a thief, and that I'm this and that, there's a lot of things that I've never fucking denied that I've done in my life. Let me tell you that. I was a thief. I was an addict. How many times have I done drug tests right in front of your bitch ass? So many. How many times have I challenged you and your fucking retarded family to do drug tests? How many have you done? 0. Because you cannot prove anybody wrong, because you know exactly what the fuck you have at home, and everything that you have at home, you try to embarrar a todos, que tú. It's a reflection of yourself that you trying to fucking put on everybody's back. All that fucking bullshit that your mom's a hoe and Carla's a hoe. The only hoe was yourself. You are the only hoe. You are the only homewrecker, and you say it with honors. You should be embarrassed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Because obviously none of those men loved you or cared for you. You're over here trying to have shows about speaking about you're the best home wrecker, and this is how you do it, and this is how you... What is that all about? What accomplishments has she done in her life? When does she ever tell the peacocks, you know what? This is what I accomplished. This is what I've done. This is what I built on my own. This is what I bought on my own. This is the education that I have. What have you done? Absolutely nothing, mamacita. What charities have you helped out? What volunteer work have you done? None. Now, you go back and you want to attack my sexual preference, by all means, do it. I never denied that I like penis. Never have I ever denied it. Never, absolutely never. And I've been very transparent about what I've done in my personal life. I've been very honest what I've done in my personal life. I got nothing to fucking hide. Absolutely nothing. I've even shared my own mugshots. I even shared my own criminal background record because I don't have nothing to hide. I've been very open and very blunt with my personal life. And for those people who do not understand that I'm a changed man, I will tell you that I'm a changed man, because Ophelia, if it was 10 years ago and I would have been the same fucking mess I was before, let me tell you something, baby girl, and this is not a fucking threat. I would have gone to your fucking house and beaten the shit out of you a long time ago. 10 years ago, I would have fucking dragged you all the fucking streets in Ravenville. But because I got my shit together, You don't see that person anymore. Because I decided to get help. You don't see that person anymore. But you think you're real chingona. You want to act big shit behind a fucking screen, mamacita. You're the type of person that's not going to break me down. You've attacked everybody else. But let me tell you something. You will never, ever break me down because I hit rock bottom fucking 2 years ago. I hit rock bottom 2 years ago. So if you're trying to belittle me and you're trying to say this about mamacita, I hit rock bottom when I would put praise and worship, sniffing coke, doing heroin, doing all these fucking drugs, and I would put praise and worship because I would cry on my fucking knees and I would ask God, help me, I'm dying, I'm killing myself, what do I do? So many times I wanted to commit suicide. So a person like you, who acts real chingona behind a screen, that comes and tries to belittle me because of my sexual preference, you're a fucking joke, bitch. I have tough skin, mamacita. That is why I decided to do what I gotta do, and that is why this character was born. Let me tell you that. There is a purpose for this character. This character was born to show you that I could be as petty as you, bitch. That I could go as low as you. The only difference here between you and I is that you won't be able to break me. So many times you've cried on your fucking YouTube channel. So many times you've gone crazy. That's why you drink like a motherfucking loser. Por eso te mamas todos los fucking shows, te mamas, porque todo lo que te digo yo te duele, perra. Te duele, por eso te mamas, culera. That is why you're crying every fucking show. That's why you fucking drink every fucking show, because you can never be sober because of the fucking miserable life you live. Plain and simple. You're living an alcoholic life because you're living a miserable life. And all those accusations that, you know, that I'm a drug addict, doesn't bother me. As long as my family knows what I'm doing in life, and as long as my family understands that I'm not into that stuff, then there's not an issue with that. I don't have to convince any of my supporters. I don't have to prove to anybody. Because in my house, they know the type of person I was. In the house, they knew how lost I was. So when you're saying, oh, my brothers don't talk to me, mamacita, just because I'm not out there putting pictures with my fucking family doesn't mean they don't fucking talk to me, bitch. The difference here between you and I is that I'm fucking smarter than your bitch ass. I'm not going to go put pictures of myself with my brothers because I know exactly what the fuck you're going to do. You're going to come over here and you're going to put them all over the fucking YouTube channel the way you've done it with other people. What did I tell the silent viewer last night when you blasted her because she criticized you on the exposed page? I mean, go back and put your profile in private, because she's going to go after your loved ones. That's what I did. But again, you're over here crying victim all the time. Why? Because you don't enjoy, you cannot accept criticism. You cannot accept criticism, then why have a fucking show? Last night you said, okay, all these people from Exposed that join your platform, you all could call, but if you all start talking shit or criticizing me, I'm going to block you. Then what's the whole point of having a fucking show when you can't even get criticized? Because you get so fucking butthurt and offended. What is, and it's kind of dumb. It's kind of dumb. You are such a fucking manipulated person that you believe your own fucking lies. You believe your own fucking lies. And now you became a puppet to your peacocks. You are a puppet to your peacocks, because the minute they tell you to do something, ahí vas de pendeja como perrito. They do, come here, Ophelia. Y ahí vas tú de perrita. Y ahí vas como perrita. Porque con $5 te hacen bailar, perra. Con $5 te hacen bailar, culera. That's what they do. That's what they do. Porque ya saben que estás hambrienta de dinero. They already know you're fucking money hungry. They already know that you don't have nothing to offer to anybody, that with fucking $5, you'll go eat shit. With $5, you'll eat shit. And everybody knows that. Because that's why you were begging for your money. That is why you were begging and crying for your money. When the fuck have you ever seen me go on live and say, you guys have to force you, or you have to pay me on the first and the third? Because it's the first, you all have to send me money. Because it's the third, you all have to send me money. You never heard that shit from me. Because they're not obligated to give me anything. Nobody is obligated to give me shit, plain and simple. And if they give me something, it's because they want to do it. Not because I'm going to go do something they want me to do, or because I'm going to be Huevolín, or because I'm going to be Cepín, or because I'm going to be Chabelo. That's not me. I will do my show as how I want to do it. Yes, I will accept criticism, of course. Why not? To improve my show. But that doesn't mean that because you're going to send me $5, I have to go lick your culo. Because that's exactly what you do. Te mandan $5 la pinche ram y ahí le estás mamando la pinche panocha. And I know it's your personal life, but that's how fucking money hungry you are. Now, moving forward, how many jobs have you not called? How many people's jobs have you not called? You just did it to Glow Guerra. You just did it to Glow Guerra, calling her damn job because you wanted to get her fired. You just did it to Cecilia too, calling the restaurant. What do you get out of calling people's jobs? What satisfaction do you get? Is it because you don't have a job? Is it because you don't have nothing going your way? I understand they're criticizing, they're talking shit about you. Who cares? That doesn't mean you go after their bread and butter. That doesn't mean you have to go after their jobs. Again, it's nobody's fault you're living a fucking miserable life but yourself. And again, I don't hate you, Ophelia. I do not hate you. I don't wish death on you. I don't hate you. Because I'm not that type of person. I'm not the type of person to hate you. I might dislike some of the shit that you do. But I'm not going to say that I fucking hate you. Because at one point you claimed you were my fucking friend. I met you one time, and that one time that I met you, I treated you to the best. Y no te lo estoy tirando en cara, mamacita. But I took you to Pizza Hut. I bought fucking food for your kids. I treated you to the best. Y todavía, después that I met you, you went to go talk shit about me with SID. You talk shit about me with Roser. You talk shit about me with other people. And I was still giving you the fucking benefit of the doubt that it was all a lie. Even though there was fucking receipts. But I said, nah. Give her the benefit of the doubt. Give her the benefit of the doubt. I remember you defended me from Nelda because Nelda and I, we had our differences in the past. She was getting manipulated by Miss Baking Soda. Nelda and I, we put our differences on the side. Miss Baking Soda got mad. I had beef with Miss My Suegrita. What did she do? She twists things around. I'm trying to get Nelda to fight with me again, or I to fight with Nelda, but it's not going to happen. We're in good terms. We know what happened in the past. We grew out of that too. Just the same way I grew out of the differences that I have with Vanessa. But again, you're the type of person that will dwell on the past. You're the type of person that cannot let go. You're the type of person that will sit and cry and form a fuss out of it. And it might be a simple problem, but you make it into a huge problem because that's what you like, the negative bullshit in your life. And the only backstabbing bitch that I see here is you, Suegrita. Because you want to talk shit that Roser's a backstabber. You fucking backstabbed me yourself. You did me dirty, bitch. When you claimed you were my fucking friend, you were talking shit behind my back. So the only backstabber is yourself. Now you go on and you want to talk stuff about Frank's kids. And I go back to Frank's kids, guys. Because last time she went on the board, she said, oh, I never talked about Frank's kid. I never said anything about Frank's kid. You said it. You and Juan Ganet said it. Both of you. That he was going to play for the other team. I just don't want to say that word, the other word, right? Out of respect. But you all understand what I mean when he's going to play for the other team. And that is wrong. Because what the hell did that child do to you? What the hell did the little girl and the little boy did to you? Nothing. She called them bastards. How are you going to call those children bastards when they have their parents. Flip the script, mamacita. The only kids that are bastards are yours. Your kids are bastards. Remember, none of the baby daddies wanted your kids. Even the paparazzi pill popper, her dad asked you to have an abortion. See, guys, what we got to understand here is that my suegrita is telling her story. She's speaking her story. Every accusation she's done out there, it's a story that she's telling you. A story that she's lived. A story that has impacted her own fucking life. It's a person that does not know how to do an outcry. Does not know how to say, you know what, this happened to me. That is why. Allegedly, she was molested by her 2 older brothers. Allegedly, baby boy, baby doll is a child molester. Allegedly, she murdered her own mother. Allegedly, she enabled her sons. She is a hoe. Her kids are bastards. She's homophobic and she's lesbian or bisexual. So, remember, guys, this is a person who has a mental issue. I'm not saying I am a psychiatrist or anything like that, but it's fucking obvious. It's obvious this person has an issue, a psychological issue. If you want, Suerita, I'll make you an appointment with my psychiatrist. Like, Bell, we'll go fucking see him, both of us together. We'll sit there right next to each other. We'll see our fucking psychiatrist or my psychiatrist. Like, Bell, I'll make you an appointment. This is I'll make you an appointment tomorrow. And then I'll put it up on my Facebook, and you decide whether or not you want to go or not. You know, I'll be generous enough to do that. Now, you went on and you attacked Cecilia because she criticized you. You went after her mom. You cry consistently that your kids are off limits, mamacita, when you allow your fucking kids to be part of the show and you allow them to criticize and to voice their opinion, they become part of your fucking platform. It is common sense. It is common sense that your 35-year-old man, your 32 or 31-year-old man, son, who you enabled, participating in your show, they're gonna get criticized. It's not my fault. You sent your 16-year-old daughter, the paparazzi, the pill popper, to go take pictures of us at Wing Chance because you're banned from that location. That is not my fault. Now, you put her in that situation. I never told you, hey, send this bitch-ass girl to go take pictures of us. No, I never asked you to do that. You did it because you wanted to have a headline. You wanted this attention. You wanted this, okay, how am I going to be able to get more views? How am I going to be able to do that? Because, again, it goes back to you're a fucking money-hungry son of a bitch. That's what you are. No llenas, eres una cubeta sin fondo. You're not happy with yourself, and you want other people to live the same miserable life as you. You must be sick from the fucking head. You must have personal lives because we're not here to live a miserable life the way you are. Now you went after Delia. And you criticized her. Delia and I, we had our differences. Delia and I, we apologized to each other, and we put it aside. But what did you do? You go after her daughter. You go after her deceased daughter because you know it's going to hurt her. And you do it in a malicious way. You go after her daughter by calling her a drug addict, that she overdosed, when you knew for a fact that she never overdosed because you obviously had the death certificate all along with you. Why didn't you ever show it? Why didn't you ever tell anybody that Delia was kind enough to show you the death certificate and that you had it all this fucking time and that you were throwing corn out there and that you were fucking lying because you wanted to hurt this lady because she no longer supported you? Why didn't you show the death certificate? Why didn't you tell everybody you have it? Because you are trash. Because you wanted to hurt this lady. Because she didn't agree with you. Because she didn't support you anymore. because she spoke facts about you. That is why. Now you went on with Delda Gonzalez. What did you do with her? You did the same shit. You went after her son because her son passed away in an accident. You started making all these lies because you wanted to hurt her. You made her cry. You broke her down. Because it's not only about you. You want to go after somebody. You want to hurt somebody to a point that this person wants to, hurt themselves as well because they cannot take it. And it's a hurting point in their life. And you do it to hurt them because you get a satisfaction out of it. And that's fucking sad. That is sad. And you know what? Another argument that you and we had? You were upset with me. And you never let go of this grudge. Even after we moved on and we were still friends, supposedly, because you were still talking shit behind my back, you were so upset that when Vanessa's kids were going to be taken away at Stars, they were going to be removed by Raymondville PD. What did I do? I went to her baby daddy's house, Roman's house, and I explained to him what was going on. Roman took off to go get his kids, and you were mad. Because not even to that point, Vanessa fucked up. Okay, she did the mistake of whatever she was doing. She was going to get arrested, but your satisfaction was to get her kids removed from her. It's not because you wanted her to become a better person. It's not because you wanted something better for safety for the little girls. It's because you wanted to destroy these people. You wanted to destroy Vanessa. Plain and simple. You wanted to hurt her in a malicious way. That is why. Not because you wanted, because she was running for Senate or because she's running for this or because no, you wanted to destroy her in a malicious way and hurt her. And even to this day, you celebrate that. And that is fucking sad again. And these are facts. To a whole point that you wanted to put drugs in her car. And there's receipts for that. And you admitted that you had lost money from it. Now you move on and there's other victims. More victims. Every day there's more people that you're hurting. More people that you're going after. And I'm going to say this very clear now that we're speaking here. Glow Guerra, if you're here watching my show, I'm going to tell you something. That day where you went on your live and you spoke about the Roser and Cecilia and Ociel and these people sent me money to go talk shit about Ophelia, that is a fucking lie. I would appreciate if you would go on your show and you speak about that because that is wrong. A mí nadie me tiene que pagar para decir las pinches verdades. Let me tell you that. If I have to tell you something, I would do it from my Facebook. I would do it from this YouTube channel. I would do it on TikTok. I would do it all over the place. But you're going to know it's me. Because yo no necesito que esconderme from nobody. Everybody knows how the fuck I am. Now, if we have new followers here right now, I am going to encourage you all to put your stuff in private. Put your stuff in private because these people will go after your loved ones. You know what she did? Brenda Lee. Here's another example, Brenda Lee. Brenda Lee's mom passed away of COVID. And what does she do? She makes fun of that lady's mom. She tries to humiliate her, knowing the fact that it's going to hurt her, knowing the fact that it's something that had recently happened in her life. Knowing the fact that Brenda was still hurting from the loss of her mother, and she still hurts till today. She still hurts and she still cries because it's her loved one. It's a lady who gave birth to her. What do? You put her mom's picture on YouTube and you try to get puta and all this other stuff when the lady's not even here anymore. Now we go back and you do it again to Sylvia Marroquin. You do the same thing because she does not agree to what you want. You go after her again. And what do? You're making fun of their mom that passed away, knowing the fact that the family is still mourning her. Now her husband passed away and you started doing defamation on him that he was sleeping with your own uncle, Tio Rafa. Just because you want to get the satisfaction of seeing Sylvia Marroquin hurt. That's it. And I want to remind you, 2 days before your brother passed away, you were making fun of her husband, que estaba tendido in the funeral home. And what happened? Karma's a bitch. La muerte vino por tu hermano. That is why you should not be deseándole la muerte a nadie. That's why you should not even go wishing death on anybody, and you do it consistently every damn day. You and your sister. Now, you want to say, oh, they're making fun of this disabled person, mamacita. I have bipolar. I take medication. But that doesn't mean I'm going to get offended because you're going to make fun of me. I don't care. But you know what? You want to talk about, oh, that your kids are disabled, but yet you could make fun of Ociel. When Ociel has an issue with his hand, and you know what? I applaud Ociel, and I give him a lot of credit, guys, because that man has worked so hard to make a living out for himself. That man has done a lot in life. That man helps out his family. That man goes beyond. That man has a huge heart. And it upsets me that you cry about your kids, but you're making fun of this individual. What do you get out of it? Roser, another person right there, who helped you out a lot, who was there for you, who helped you out financially, who even made baskets for you to hire an attorney. What did you do? You fucked her over. This person was there for you, not only emotionally, but financially. She helped you grow. She taught you YouTube. When she realized that you were not the person that is the person that's portraying to be right now on YouTube, what happened? You got all upset. And you went after her too. Now, another person we have out there is Danny Villarreal. Danny criticized the fact that you went to go make that scene at Frank's house because for whatever dumb fucking reason, because you're obsessed with Carla, because you're upset with Frank, the whole point is that Carla knows exactly what she has at home. She knows exactly who the fuck her husband is. Right? You don't have to go to Houston to go knock on a door to tell him your husband had an affair and here are the receipts, because apparently she knew about it. And she had already addressed the issue amongst each other. What are you doing going to Houston, trying to stir up the pot, trying to cause more problems because you're a fucking miserable person? That's why you went to Houston. Now Danny went out there and he said a comment about you on that post, on that live. What did you do? You go after his mom. What does his mom have to do with what Danny comment? What does Danny's mom has to do with what you comment? What does the lady have to do with her? Absolutely nothing, because the mother doesn't even have a Facebook. The mother does not participate. Understand that. So if you're going to go after anybody, you're going to go after the people who criticize you, because you cannot take criticism. But why go after their loved ones is my question. Same thing with Kim Rae. Why go after her loved ones? Why criticize somebody? At one point, she was your friend. At one point, hi, Kimmy here, Kimmy that. But the whole point was when she realized the type of person you were, she backed off. You got upset. Mamacita, that's happening consistently every day. You have peacocks that are leaving you. Now they don't even subscribe to you. They're not even helping you out because of the type of person that you are. Now, you go after Tío Rafa. You go after Tío Rafa que puñalón and all this other stuff, whatever. Oh, it's his choice to be straight, gay, lesbian, or whatever. But why go after that man? And try to degrade him and try to humiliate him. At the very end of the day, that man is is going to continue living his life. Now you go after even your own primas. Your own primas because you offended their mother. You went after their fucking mother. Of course they're going to get upset. Of course they're going to criticize you. Of course they're going to get hurt. It's common sense. It's common sense. It doesn't take a fucking genius here. If you sit back and you analyze, what have I done wrong? It's look at yourself in the mirror and you will see a reflection of all your fucked up mistakes, of so many people you attacked. This show right here that I made, guys, is not about the money. Because I already told myself millions of times, I'm not going to become rich off of you. On the other hand, you have a lady over there who's expecting to become rich off of them. How the hell are you going to become rich off of them when there is inflation going on? When a lot of families are struggling right now? Do you understand that the middle class is getting smaller? Do you understand what that means? The middle class is getting smaller because of inflation, so there's more poverty. That means the lower class is getting larger. And a lot of us fall into the lower class, which is, there's nothing wrong. I fall in it too. But at the same time, how the fuck are you going to go milk them people when they struggle themselves, when they live off a fixed income? When they live off a fixed income, that means they live off an SSI check or a disability check, and that's the only income that's coming in. So now you're targeting people like that because you know that most of them are going through depression, are going through anxiety, feel lonely at home, probably the loved ones don't see them. And what do? They tune into your show. And you show this loving, doving person, and you portray to be this wonderful human being, when in reality you're trash. You're a meco seco. That's what you are. You're a meco seco. Please give us a shout out. A big shout out to Sandra and Rachel Rodriguez and Sylvia G. Lopez from Abilene, Texas. A big shout out to them 3 individuals, guys. I already told myself a long time ago, guys, I'm not here to beg for money either, the way she begs on her show. I'm not here to force anybody to send me anything, because there's no need to send me anything. I will struggle from time to time, like everybody does. But I know that the times that I have struggled, you all have helped me out. And I'm very appreciative of it. I'm very happy for the people that I have here that have helped me out. A couple of days ago, and I'll be honest here, guys, I was at negative $481 on my account. Right now, I'm only at $120 negative. And I want to thank Ociel for that. Ociel and I, we had a conversation, guys. And I wanted to throw the towel in. I said, you know what, Ociel, I need to focus on something else. I need to start doing this and this. We had a very good communication, Ociel and I, in a very good call. As a matter of fact, Ociel stepped that up to the plate and helped me out. Liz and some other people, guys. They did it from the kindness of their heart. And I was ready to throw in the towel, guys. But when I said, you know what, are you willing to throw in the towel and allow these people and let these people down? I said, fuck no. Fuck no. How am I going to allow this person to sing victory and to be grateful that, oh, she shut me down, and leave you all behind? Obviously, some of you all have important jobs. I have a lot of silent viewers here, guys. A lot of silent viewers. A lot of silent viewers that I have here that will not go out there and speak their voice up because she will go after their jobs. She will go after their jobs. She will go after a lot of things, guys. But what do? I said, you know what? I'm going to stand up for all of them. Fuck it. I'll take it. I'll take all the criticism. I'll take all the accusations. She called CPS on me when I was going to ANAS, saying that I was a fucking sex offender. CPS ran my information. Digital Dimwit ran my information on live. And what happened? It was all fucking lies. Why did she do that stuff? Why did she try to insinuate that I was a registered sex offender? Until this day, she tries to insinuate that. Because she's trying to hurt me. Because she's trying to break me down. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you straight out, Suegrita. That doesn't bother me. That does not bother me. Maybe you should switch it up a little bit. Maybe you should start looking for something else to go after me. And I remember a couple of days ago, you talked about Felix Carrillo. Felix Carrillo's my ex-boyfriend. Common law marriage. We lived together in Corpus. He played for the Corpus Christi Fury team. I worked for the Corpus Christi team over there for marketing director, public relations. He played arena football. I worked with arena football. I worked with the Sword. I worked with the Dorados. I worked in a lot of places. So when you come after me and you're going to say, oh, Felix Carrillo, we used to have the same fucking email, bitch. I stayed with that email. I stayed with it because I wanted to stay with it. Now he's engaged in living his own life, great. Now, if you want to go fuck up his marriage, by all means, I don't give a fuck if you go fuck up his marriage. Look for him on Facebook, message him all you want, message the chick she's with. I'm in good terms with all of them. Because I moved on. Because I've learned how to move on. Again, it is not my fault that you're ungrateful and you're living hurt and you're living a miserable life, that you want to destroy marriages. Because all your life you've done that. All your life you've destroyed marriages. All your life you've been a hoe. All your life you've been prostituting yourself or soliciting yourself for those $20 to go flip a 20. Now, it is not my fault that some of your viewers realize that they were not helping you out financially. What you were doing is you were wasting all your fucking money on las maquinitas. They don't give you money to go gamble. They're not giving you money to say, you know what, I'm going to send you $100 to go gamble. They don't do that. They send you money to help you out, either to pay for your light bill because you're always crying that it's $700, or to pay for your water bill because you're, I'm going to figure it out because I owe $900. You're throwing indirects out there because you cannot ask for money because you consistently ask for money, but you're still throwing it out there in a way to play sympathies pa que te mande dinero. That is why RAM is an important piece to your life. Not because you love RAM, not because you care about RAM, because RAM is your bread and butter right now, because you are utilizing RAM. You're utilizing RAM. And la otra is Marisela Rodriguez, because she consistently calls the show that she's gonna say, oh, I'm gonna match this for $50, and she's gonna match this for $50. Marisela, she does not care about you. I'm gonna tell you something. The money that you're spending on her, spend it on your grandchild or your grandbaby who's suffering through cancer or is cancer-free, and praise the Lord. But spend more time with that child, because God blessed you with that child. Spend more time with that child. That child needs you. And I'm not making fun of it, and I'm not making fun of you. It's just that I'm trying to give you un consejo como ser humano, mamacita. That's it. Every day, she's riding a chair. Riding a chair. What is that? What is a 50, 64-year-old lady having orgasms in front of her kids, and her kids are getting high inside the house or whatever? They're talking about this guy has good shit, but she's too busy having orgasms, playing with her cooch, showing her rear end on YouTube, and licking que 3 pulgadas para abajo. Like, what the hell is that? What is that? Like, again, it doesn't make sense to me. Y a todos quieres que te chupen abajo. Todos quieres que te chupe abajo. Everybody que me chupas y que chúpale. ¿Qué quieres que te chupe? Báñate, lo que debes que hacer. Báñate. Tienes toda la costra, ruca. Báñate, limpia la casa. Ya deja de andarte haciendo tus pendejadas. Y te doy un consejo, ruca. Limpia la casa. ¿Qué te cuesta limpiar la casa? ¿Qué te cuesta? ¿Qué te cuesta agarrar la pinche escoba y sacar la basura para afuera? What's so hard about that? I don't get it. I don't understand. What is so hard of you cleaning your house? Por eso estás toda llena de tacotes, ruca. That's why you have tacotes. That is why you have tacotes. No te bañas, no te bañas. Your hygiene is terrible, como dice Daddy Roy. Por eso estás llena de tacotes. Scrub yourself poquito, no te va a hacer nada. Agarra el pinche estropajo y te tallas. Tállate y báñate. Para que no digas que soy ojete, give me your address y te compro un pinche conditioner de la fucking Dollar Tree, te lo mando, perra. Te mando un pinche conditioner. Es más, ahorita voy para el pinche Dollar Tree, it's still open, guys. Y ahorita le compro un pinche shampoo, un body wash para que te bañes, ruca. Para que te bañes. Una escoba y un mop. And I'm gonna mail them out. Te voy a comprar una escoba, un mop, body wash, un scrubber, toothpaste, toothbrush, para que te bañes y limpies la casa, guys. Es lo que te voy a mandar ahorita. Para que no digas que soy tan gacho. Te voy a mandar un Clorox, un bote de Clorox, Pine Sat, todo el pinche pedo. Y te pones a limpiar la casa. Te pones a limpiar la casa. Porque yo te lo voy a mandar. Yo sí te lo voy a comprar. I don't care. Yo le voy a hacer como yo pueda, pero te voy a mandar muriel para que te pongas a limpiar la casa, perra. Un sote o algo, guys. Now, one thing that and a lot of people have brought it up and they told me, Ophelia Painter, and Ophelia Painter, Ophelia Painter, Ophelia Painter. I'm going to tell you something about Ophelia Painter. Ophelia Painter is an adult, guys. I cannot control Ophelia Painter. Si Ophelia Painter quiere todavía platicar con ella and see her as her comadre, eso es su problema. And again, I'm going to tell everybody that Delia es otra persona. So if Ophelia Painter is communicating with Ophelia, I'm going to ask everybody not to go and message Delia because Delia is not the messenger. Delia's doing her own thing. Delia recently was sick. Delia has her own issues going on. Para andar mandándole chingaderas de lo que está haciendo Ophelia Painter, you know what? I encourage you all to message Ophelia Painter directly if you have an issue with her communicating with Ophelia. Pero guys, enough is enough with people messaging Delia over that shit. Is my thing. Now we have Angie Garcia. Angie Garcia, who has voiced her opinion, her concerns. And what did she do? She went after her mother too. She goes after everyone's mother. Everyone's mother is chinga tu madre, puta, para todos. Menos la tuya nunca fue puta. When allegedly con todo se andaba cogiendo en Raymondville. I mean, I never lived there, but I heard that my tío Pablo, because I have a tío Pablo that lived in Raymondville, banged her too. Guys, I want to thank everybody that was here with us tonight. And I want to say that Ruby was created to stand up for each and every one of you. And Ruby will continue to stand up for each and every one of you. Ruby is a character that I made to stand up for you, to stand up for the silent viewers, to stand up for the followers. What I speak when I do Ruby character, I do it because I love you guys and I appreciate you. Sin ustedes, I wouldn't be here. You all have continuously encouraged me to continue doing the shows, to continue here standing up, and to continue being me, guys. I care for a lot of you guys. I know a lot of people say, well, you know what, he hasn't come and picked these things up. Guys, I have a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things that I have in my personal life going on. But I will make time. If I tell you I'm going to go pick up something, it's because I'm going to go pick it up. Just work with me, guys. Give me time. I want to thank everybody who has sent me $5. I saw that somebody sent me $5. Thank you. If you sent something in my Cash App, great. I appreciate it. Si no, no hay ningún problema, guys. We have a call coming in. Hello?
Hi, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
They told me to call in, pero let me explain to your fans and a lot of people that I know. I know that I answered Ophelia the other night, and previous to that, I had called her porque cuando Carmen got on the show and started talking shit, I called Ophelia myself to tell her that was bullshit.
Right.
So she answered my call. I was surprised. And then she called me the other night. It was about 11:30 at night. Yo estaba más dormida que despierta. And I said, and I answered, and he said, hey, I just want to ask you one question. That's what she said.
Right.
One question. And she asked me if it was true about Frank's page de las patas.
Right.
I said, no, it's not true. You know, I didn't even know, and I didn't know he was alive. And not that I would have answered and talked to her more if she wasn't alive. That's not the point.
Mm-hmm.
But I try to stay away from her as much as possible. She has told all the peacocks that we are not friends.
Right.
Yo cuando le hablaba a Ofelia es porque I've always said, I will talk to her directly than to go on another show or to send somebody with a message. I will talk to her directly and tell her, hey, put your shit in this show because this is not, why are you talking about me? Otherwise, I'm not on her show, and I don't follow it.
It's because I know that she went live, and I believe she twisted things around, saying that you and we had issues. I know at one point you did not want to show me support because of Anna, and I understand that you lost your trust in her, and I took I took the heat because of her, because I stood up for Anna, but I realized a lot of things were not right, and I stepped away from that. But at the very end of the day, you are entitled to make your own decision who you want to support or not support.
Exactly. But I did not realize how many people either on her, in her show, the Peacocks can't stand me. But I didn't realize, like in No More Chisme or on your show, how many people were disappointed with me.
That is why I went. That is why I brought you, and I spoke about you, and I said, if anybody has an issue with Ophelia Painter, message her and talk to her about it, instead of going through Delia.
I don't know anybody. I know it upsets Delia. It doesn't upset me, pero it upsets Delia. And then my family, they had a talk with me. And I'll be honest with you, my daughter doesn't appreciate me talking to her. And I couldn't see the whole picture because Ophelia, when she and I have talked, we have never cussed at each other or argued or fought at all. It's always been on a level of pregúntame una pregunta y yo la contesto o ella me.
Right.
And that was it. We don't go to coffee together. We don't go to Louisiana like we used to together. She doesn't come to my house like we used to. That friendship was gone long time ago.
Right. No, but at the very end of the day, I mean, I was not saying anything wrong about you. I just said that you're an adult. You make your decisions whether you want to talk to her or not.
And
Eso es tu problema.
I didn't call to say that you were saying things wrong, but I feel like people on your show, I needed to come out and tell them what's going on because a lot of people don't know what goes on in the background.
Right. No, and I
And I
understand, but to a lot of people, and I'm going to give you the honest opinion, to a lot of people, it's becoming a reputational thing, like a cycle. Like, it seems like, okay, 2 weeks later, you're on her show because it's a setup, or 2 weeks later because you're le estás
yeah,
reclamando algo. And I think what she does, she
yeah.
baits you in. You're like a
No,
bait
she,
to her.
in fact, I'm surprised she called me because her peacocks don't want her talking to me.
Yeah, they had a poll and they all decided to block you.
Yeah,
I
they don't
remember.
want me talking to me. I cannot call her show. I'm surprised. They voted that I wouldn't, that for me not to call the show, but yet she called me and she was on
And
the
the thing,
show.
the thing is that I brought you up because I'm tired of Delia taking the heat for you.
Delia has taken it hard.
And Delia has taken it hard because she stands up for you a lot. And
Yes,
she y te
Delia has
defiende
taken it
left and
hard.
right. And that is why I said, you know what, if there's an issue going on with Ophelia Painter, message her. Leave Delia alone. Delia has a lot of problems. Delia has health issues she has to be concerned with or whatnot.
Yes, yes,
Y pa qué bother an individual like that? I think that if
yes,
there's an issue with this, they should just talk to you about it instead of going through a third party.
yes. And I don't know any of these people at any of the shows. I don't know them. I've never seen them. I don't know who they are, and they don't know who I am. But yet, pues, we become like a family on social media, I guess.
Well, the thing is that
But
they've spoken, a lot of people have spoken very highly about you. Let me tell you that. From
well,
Frank
and
to the Fangs.
that was my mistake because I do have a good reputation, and I made a career of being a nurse for 44 years. I worked hard. I give back to my community. I do a lot of things, and for me to be in that level, I realized that, and I couldn't do this to my family anymore.
Right.
That they felt that, Mom, please, you've always told us not to hang out with people like that, but there you are, And so I have a little granddaughter I adore.
Right.
And so.
And I know with the last time you and we talked, you were going to take time to yourself. You are focusing on your family. You have a lot of things that are going on within your family. And I understand. I'm not going to force you, hey, you got to watch my show. You got to subscribe to my show, or you got to send $5.
Even if I didn't want to watch it, Delia sends it to everybody. Everybody. She texts everybody, and everybody's got to watch it.
Right.
So,
well, she's been a very strong supporting cast, and they're telling me right now that my suegrita streaming me. I love you, suegrita. Dios te bendiga.
Well, maybe that's another way I can get on her show.
Maybe. Well, I really thank you for calling in, Miss Painter.
Pero Jaime, everybody can do their stuff. Yo no tengo nada against anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Pero that night that Ophelia called me and she was on her show and she didn't tell me that she was live.
Uh-huh.
She put me on live without telling me. That's when because you know what? This is very disrespectful to me.
Right. No está bueno, Miss Painter. Gracias como quiera. Y Dios te bendiga.
Ándale,
gracias. Hasta mañana. Bueno, guys, ya que mi suegrita has me and she's streaming me, I want to encourage the peacocks and the new supporters to subscribe to my channel. My channel is, we don't charge $5 for people to come view me. I don't charge a $5 subscription fee either. You are allowed to comment here in my channel, and thank you. So thank you, suegrita, for the free advertisement. I appreciate it. Y Dios te bendiga, y Dios te dé más vida. And stop playing the role as a victim out there, because you are at wrong. And I've done mistakes too. That's why I'm not saying that I am a victim to any of this stuff. You have crossed the line, and I've said crazy stuff too. But at the very end of the day, I want to thank you for streaming me right now. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to advertise myself on your platform to encourage your supporters to come see me and the new followers you gain to come show me support. So thank you. Y te lo agradezco. Okay, so guys, like I said, guys, I don't know if she's still streaming me or not, but I do want to thank you, suegrita. I do want to encourage the peacocks. They're getting a free view of me right now, and it's awesome. I love you guys. I love you, peacocks. Se fregaron. Okay, guys, so I do want to end the show by thanking each and every one of y'all that if you all send something to my Cash App, gracias, y Dios se lo multiplique. Again, Gracias. And actually, I do need the support. I'm not begging for it, but if you all send me something, I appreciate it. Gracias a cada uno de ustedes. Y Dios les dé más. Gracias a cada uno de ustedes. Y Dios los bendiga y los multiplique. A big shout out to Kendrick Robertson, who's here with us tonight. He stayed up real late. It's already 10:05. Kendrick, go to sleep. I'll see you tomorrow, Kendrick. And Kendrick's a little bit sad, guys, because his friend passed away, but we are here to show you support and some love, Kendrick. So keep your head up. Remember, you walk the streets of Mercedes, you're Mr. Mercedes, drink water, wear a cap, and don't dehydrate yourself. Always hydrate yourself, Kendrick, okay? So, guys, I want to end the show by telling you thank you to each and every one of you. Los quiero mucho. Hasta mañana. Share this video, share this video, share this video, share this video. Y arriba Rubí Moreno, guys, because there's more of me coming, more new episodes, more new skits, more of new everything, guys. A lot of crazy stuff is going to happen, guys. I love you guys. Don't let anybody ever break you down. Don't let anybody ever humiliate you, guys. Remember, be tough out there. Be tough, guys. I love you guys. Hasta mañana.